Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, September 27th, 2021. Taking a look at fire potential impacts over the next 2 days, we will have a cold front moving through the area that will bring us gusty winds with low relative humidities across portions of Nevada and Idaho today. We'll also see increasing smoke across portions of Idaho, Utah, and Nevada, as well as some showers and thunderstorms across far southeastern Utah this afternoon. Moving into tomorrow, we will see much cooler temperatures across a pretty large portion of the Great Basin, as well as some more cool, wet, and unsettled weather. Then moving into Wednesday, no significant impacts on the map there. This morning, taking a look at the near surface smoke, the image on the left shows current conditions. You can see the poorest air quality conditions are across portions of western Nevada. If we take a look at the forecast for this afternoon, we would expect those air quality impacts to continue across Nevada. Then looking at this afternoon and into tomorrow afternoon, it does look like the air quality and surface visibility will improve across much of the area. Looking at the total smoke, we see a similar trend with the greatest aerial impacts across the Great Basin today, with that improving across some areas tomorrow, mainly northern Idaho or northern Nevada into Idaho. We could see a deterioration of conditions across portions of the Wasatch Front and into southern Nevada. Over the past 24 hours, there is not much in the way of precipitation or lightning across the Great Basin. If we look at our fire activity map, there are no new fires on our map. This is showing the precipitation percent of normal over the past 7 and 14 days. The majority of the Great Basin has been well below normal for precipitation across for the 2-week period. The exception to that is southwestern Idaho, which has seen well above normal precipitation both in the 7 and 14-day period. The ERCs are climbing across much of the Great Basin. You can see those upward arrows indicating the upward trend in ERCs over the past 3 days. We've seen the ERCs increase across central Idaho and northwestern Nevada. This is looking at ERC trends in those two areas. In GB2, we're right back near record values for the time of year, and GB14, where we are expecting some winds this afternoon combined with lower relative humidities. We're pretty close to normal, but have been trending upwards. Satellite this morning shows a low pressure system over the southeastern part of the Great Basin. More notable is the large upper low just off the eastern Pacific. That will move towards the area and send a cold front our way that will bring us cooler weather and unsettled conditions. So for this afternoon, you can see those moist conditions across the southeastern part of the area. The most notable thing for today are those winds across Nevada and into Idaho ahead of the cold front. Those are the main areas of concern because that is where we see the gusty winds, low relative humidity, and drier fuels. If we take a look at those winds in more detail, we are expecting winds in that 25 to 35 mile an hour range. Wind gusts on the map maybe a little higher than what we expect to see, but generally those areas with gusty winds are where we are expected to see those impacts this afternoon. You can see relative humidities will be lowest across central and northern Nevada and into the central Idaho mountains. Then taking a look at our 24-hour precipitation forecast over the coming 24 hours, mainly we'll see precipitation across the southeastern part of the Great Basin. As we move into Tuesday, that upper low moves through the northern part of the Great Basin. That'll send a cold front into the area that will bring much cooler conditions. We could even see some mountain snow as that cold front moves through. As a result, you can see on our map on the right, all the PSAs switch to either green or yellow. Taking a look in more detail, we are expecting gusty winds tomorrow with that cold front moving through. However, no high risk is issued as we are expecting relative humidities to remain above critical values. The 24-hour precipitation forecast for Tuesday is showing the precipitation expected across the northern part of the Great Basin with that cold front and some lingering precipitation across the southeastern part of the area. Moving into Wednesday, looking at the upper low moving out of the area, still the majority of our PSAs in that green and yellow category. Much lighter winds expected on Wednesday with relative humidities mainly above 15%. The exception to that would be those portions of central and southern Nevada you can see on that map on the right. Over the next 3 days, we are expecting precipitation across the northwestern portion of the Great Basin, as well as the southeastern part of the area as that cold front moves through. Moving into Thursday, we do see another upper low beginning to move into the Pacific Northwest. As we move to Friday, we'll see that move to the north of the area. Not expecting anything too significant as that moves through. We could see winds pick up, but no real precipitation is expected as that moves through. And moving into Saturday, just looking at really nice weather pattern going into the weekend, near seasonal temperatures. And then finally on Sunday, a really similar setup. You can see by Sunday, as we'll have a few days of a drying trend, all of our Nevada PSAs have transitioned back into brown. Looking at that 7-day precipitation total map, really the majority of the precipitation that we will see will fall over the next few days. Finally, in the 8 to 14-day outlook, we are looking at above normal precipitation across the central and southern part of the Great Basin, as well as above normal temperatures across the entire area. That's it for the briefing. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.